Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
He punches it straight one, straight one.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh my God!
CC immediately just having dominant control here.
I wish I could tell you this life is easy, that you'll never know defeat. And every run you make will be perfect. But there's a difference between wanting something and making it happen. Passion, practice, these are the keys to success. If you want to lead this life.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott & White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor Scott & White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor Scott & White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor Scott & White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor Scott & White Health, changing cancer care for life. Schlotzsky's new Supreme 4-cheese white and meaty pizzas come covered in the finest toppings. But under those delicious toppings lies a made-from-scratch crust so good, you could go toppingless. Buy one pizza, get one free every Wednesday.
Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Prefer, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
it's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich.
Sometimes managing your health and keeping track of all the details can feel a little overwhelming. But UT Health East Texas Virtual Care makes it easy to stay connected with your health care. You can message your doctor, see test results, pay your bills on time, and even request on-demand video visits to be seen right away from the comfort of your own home. All through your smartphone, tablet, or computer, from virtually anywhere. Less stress, more living.
We want to know which Chicken Express side dish you gotta have with your hand-breaded golden crispy express tenders.
Gotta have a big helping of those golden fries.
My favorite side is the fried okra. Mine's the mashed potatoes. Fried okra. Mashed potatoes.
It's all about the hush puppies.
You can't go wrong with any of our delicious sides at Chicken Express. They're fresh, hot, and waiting for you after the game or anytime. We'll see you at Chicken Express.
Fried okra. Mashed potatoes.
First presentation of soccer at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from the pit here in Athens, Texas, where this afternoon in a Region 14 conference contest, the undefeated Cardinals, 3-0 overall, 3-0 in conference play, take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 1-5-1 on the season and 0-2 in conference play. It has been an historic start to the season for the Cardinals, coached by first-year head coach Jimmy Elder, as they are off to a 3-0 start, as I mentioned. After winning 3 games last season and going winless the previous 2 seasons. So the Cardinals have already matched their win total for the entire history of the program. And that's a big notch in the cap for Coach Jimmy Elder and the Cardinals soccer team. I'm sorry, folks. I'll get my score straight here in a moment. We are outside. So it's a beautiful afternoon here in Athens. It's afternoon here in Athens at 5 o'clock, and we realize we got many people watching from around the world because we have players involved in today's game. And we wish you a good evening, a good morning, whatever the case may be. Coach Jimmy Elder's in his first season here at the college, but he's no stranger to soccer, or certainly not winning soccer anyway. He comes from Dallas Brookhaven College, where while he was there, he won 5, yes, I said 5, NJCAA Division III championships and won 124 games overall and lost 29 and tied a couple. And we're proud to have him here at the college on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College. We're about ready to have the playing of the national anthem. That will be played today by Jeff Dubose, our director of bands here at TVCC. And I think you can wait for Jeff to be cued from the sideline. They've already had the coin toss across the way, so I'm not sure if they're going to have an introduction here at the stadium or not. They're running standing, so I guess, Jeff, you're up. Great job by Jeff Dubose, our director of bands here at Trinity Valley Community College. I went to school with Jeff at Malakoff High School nearby, and he was an all-state performer in band for 4 straight years. And I'm proud to call Jeff a friend, and does a great job with the Cardinal Regiment each Saturday afternoon at the Cardinal football games. We're about ready to get underway here, folks. We thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. This is the 16th season of the Cardinal Sports Network, and this is our first season covering soccer, and we're very excited to be doing that for you this season. Your normal voice of the Cardinal soccer, I'm sorry, folks. this is different for me. The soccer team is Tim Howard, and Tim kind of hurt his knee over the weekend, so I'm filling in for him today. I'm Benny Rogers, the Sports Information Officer here at the college, and we'll learn this soccer game together, folks, because soccer's not my original sport. I'm not sure if I have an original sport now that I think about it, but I did play football, so there is that to be said. But we're about ready to get underway. I want you to know, folks, the pit has been transformed into a beautiful facility for soccer. If you'd have seen this thing last summer, you'd have said there's no way they'll be playing soccer on the Cardinal Sports Network. But they have really done a great job, and our administration has poured money into the field, and we're just really excited that you're joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. By the way, this has been the 6th time that the Cardinals have taken on Jacksonville in 3 years now. Jacksonville is 5-0 against the Cardinals and have outscored the Cardinals 48-6. But I think we got a special season started here at the college. I know we do. We've already beaten 3 teams that we had never beaten before: Texas Southmost, Angelina, and Blinn. So Coach Jimmy Elder has the Cardinals headed in the right direction, and we can't wait to see what unfolds the rest of this season. The Cardinals will be at home again Friday at 5 o'clock, taking on Paris here at the pit. And then next week's a huge week for the Cardinal soccer program, as they play 2 nationally ranked teams and the 2 top teams in this region year in and year out, Navarro and Tyler. They go to Tyler on Tuesday to play at 5 o'clock, and then they go to Corsicana to play Navarro next Friday at 4:30 p.m. So you can catch those games, I'm sure, on the Navarro and Tyler YouTube network. So just be looking at that down the line. And if you're on our college's social media pages, I will be posting those links for you as they become available. Looks like we're ready to go, and we sure are. The Cardinals are decked out in their look like they're home white today with the black trunks. Jacksonville decked out in the dark blue tops with the gold numerals. White trunks. Of course, we play 2 45-minute halves with a halftime in between, and we'll bring that. We may try to get a guest up here. We may try to get Eddie Cotter, athletic director, up here at halftime to be a guest if he's not doing athletic director duties. Cardinals with the steal. Jacksonville looking to control. Cardinals with the steal and the going on the attack. Ball is intercepted by Jacksonville. A little contact and more contact. Thing very physical is Natalia Castaneda for the Cardinals, number 21. Number 20, check that, number 20. Ball is out of bounds, belonging to Jacksonville. Castaneda with the steal momentarily, and the Cardinals do control. Jacksonville back now in possession. Cardinals on the attack. Nice shot by number 9, Angelina Sade, my bad. Ball is saved by the goalie for the Jaguars. Quickly, the Cardinals back in possession. Passes across the way to number 8, Adelise Alonso. Goes out of bounds off of the Jacksonville squad. Possession will stay with the Cardinals, but it is intercepted. Now in the control for the Cardinals is number 30, Miriam Mebui. Oh, nice assist of would be. Just off the mark. Long range goal. It's in there. Score for the Cardinals. I believe that is going to be number. Let me get a close up of you here, folks. I'm having a hard time. I think it's number 25. We'll give you credit to number 25, Juliana Torres. The goal at the 41-35 mark. Cardinals take an early 1-0 lead. I mentioned that Jacksonville's outscored the Cardinals 48-6 over the last 3 seasons, but this is a different Cardinal team, that's for sure. Controlling the ball in the backfield for the Cardinals was number 16, Leanna Prudence. Joined now by Athletic Director Eddie Kite of the college. I promised y'all he would stop by. Cross field pass. Goes into Gockham. Cardinals quickly on the attack again. That's one thing I've liked about this Cardinal team as opposed to the past three years. They do attack early and often. Eddie, I was talking earlier about how the pit has been just transformed into a really nice soccer facility now.
We've done quite a few things.
We've done quite a few things to try to upgrade it. I mean, Jimmy's mowing it on a regular basis to get the turf the way he wants it, but the scoreboard up. Just we've done some things to really upgrade the facility, and it's showing pretty well.
Well, the little additions like even the American flag and the nets behind the nets to keep the ball off the golf course, I don't think those are quite up yet, are they?
No, they're not. They're ordered, but they're not up yet. But I mean, it's all those little things that make it feel like we've got the program headed in a really good direction.
Here's a corner kick. Nice save by the Jacksonville goalie. I think Eddie Kite could have saved that one.
I don't know. I do know that's how we won the game at Blinn the other day on a beautiful corner shot that just bent into the corner of the net. It was an awesome play.
Eddie, I was telling the story earlier. I said, not this part of it, but last fall when we talked, we were going to discontinue the men's program to concentrate on building the women's program up. And you hired Jimmy Elder. Man, not even a year into it, and it's a pretty good building program going on right now.
Yeah, it is. And he still thinks he's a little bit of ways from being where he wants to be. But after you win 3 championships in a row at his previous school,
And 5 overall.
Yeah, that's a pretty high bar.
Well, it really is. I knew we had a different animal, Eddie, when I talked to Jimmy and I said, what would constitute a successful season, your first season at Trinity Valley? He said to win the regional tournament and make it to the national tournaments.
Yeah, and we were talking about previous results earlier in the day. Me and Jimmy were, and the things I was telling him that happened in previous years, he's like, never in my coaching career would that ever happen. Now we've got a special group leading this program now, and I'm excited about where we're going.
Well, and it could be a special. You know, the Cardinals have already matched their win total from the previous 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So if they got a chance today to win the most games in school history in the season, and I know that bar's awful low, but you want to keep raising that bar and be the team that has set the standard for everybody to be judged by.
One of the things that I've noticed a lot is more than just the mere fact that we've got 20-plus kids on the roster. Is the fact of just how much pressure we're putting on other teams. And the win against Blinn the other day, I'd probably say 60% of the field time we were on the pitch, we were on the opponent's end attacking the goal. So I got to get out of my basketball terminology.
Well, I've been tripped all over softball and basketball already, Eddie, so they'll understand why we hang out together.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a total overhaul in the style of play and the recruiting process. We're going in a really good direction now.
I know last year seemingly there were times that we rarely got the ball near the goal to take a shot on goal or anything, and this year we're dominating and staying in the offensive end the bigger part of the matches. I believe that's in goal today is Jamie Noriaga,
who's a returner for last year.
Absolutely. And a captain too, I might add, this year.
And so I'm excited for kids like that are back for that second year after going through their building process and seeing the results that they're getting right now. And they work hard.
And what's exciting too, Eddie, is when you look at our roster and you see 24 freshmen.
Yeah.
But you know, if you have anything you have success you have this year, you've got the kids coming back to build upon that for next year.
And that's what Jimmy has been telling. Hey, y'all think y'all are doing good right now. Just wait till you get a second year under your belt where you're really going to be.
Oh, shot blocked out front. First goal was scored by number 21, Juliana Torres, at the 41-35 mark that gave the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. We're at the 36-22 and counting mark now here in this first half at the pit.
Looky there.
There it is, a header. It's going to be scored by number 7, I believe, Ellie Pace, I believe, Eddie. We'll get a close-up of that maybe.
From England, playing with a little bit of a, I don't know exactly what's going on with the wrist, but she's just wearing a soft cast during every one of the matches. So, tough kid. This is fun to watch them.
So the Cardinals have 2 goals within the first 10 minutes of the match. We didn't see much of that before.
No, and that was a really, really nice play. That Jimmy and I were talking about the goal they scored against Blinn from the corner, and he said that's something we spend time on every day. So it's exciting to see the hard work being rewarded like this.
Well, it is, and that's a great replay by the folks in the control room for us today, and it indeed was Ellie Pace scoring the goal. Now Jacksonville back in possession. Pass out front to Leanna Prudent. Got 2 home matches this week, folks. This one and then Friday against Paris at 5 p.m. And then next week's a huge week, as I mentioned earlier, when the Cardinals go on the road to play Navarro Tuesday. Tyler Tuesday. Not saved by the Jacksonville goalie. It's the shot off of Nancy Jacobo. And then the Cardinals go to Tyler on Tuesday and then Corsicana on Friday. The Tuesday game starts at 5 p.m. The Friday game starts at 4:30 p.m. And you can find those matches on the YouTube channels of both Tyler Junior College and Navarro College. They're real easy to find, and they'll be there for sure. Corner kick coming from the Cardinals. They proved pretty efficient off this year so far. Nice job by the goalie for Jacksonville. He goes off in the woods like Eddie's golf balls normally do.
But they found that one.
You make a good point.
That's got better chance. Oh.
Just missed by Nagakam. Leading scorer on the Cardinal team thus far this year has been number 9, Angelina Sade. She's got 6 on the season. Cardinals have won their matches by counts of, as I mentioned, 1-0 over Blinn, and then they beat Texas Southmost 1-0 and 3-0, and Angelina 1-0, 2-0, I think it was. I have to think if I look at my notes. Southmost was 5-0, Angelina was 2-0, and Blinn was 1-0. 2 of those were on the road, which is always huge in this league. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark here in this first half of this Region 14 Conference soccer contest. Nice pass. Deflected, though, by the Jacksonville Jaguar. It's Mirby, I'm sorry, with the possession pass for the Cardinals. It's been an overcast day here in Athens. Clouds broke about 2.5 hours ago. It was around 80 degrees at lunchtime today, but it's now up into the, climbed into the 90s. But it beats the 105, 106 degree heat we had this time last year.
Definitely. And the brown turf.
Yeah.
It didn't matter how much water we put on the turf last year, it was dying quickly.
That's what I told the folks earlier today, Eddie. I told them, I said, if you looked at this place last year, you thought, how in the heck are they going to play soccer on this field?
Yeah.
But it is in shape now, though. It looks beautiful from this vantage point we have. Have a whistle.
That's what I keep telling everybody. If you have any doubt that Dr. Morrison is making an effort to improve things around here, all you got to do is come down to the soccer pitch and take a look.
Of course, back in from our era, playing down here in the pit, you don't want to be in the pit. That usually meant running this hill up here.
Yep.
And occasionally it is still used for that purpose. Cardinals on the attack.
Men's basketball is utilizing it a lot right now.
Shot is too tall. That coming off the foot of Natalia Castaneda. She likes to go by Leah, by the way. I knew I had a note from Coach Anthony from her about on her. You know, Eddie, another sign of how well the Cardinals are playing too is Jacksonville's had very few offensive opportunities today.
I've talked to Coach Elder a few times about it, and he's a typical coach. His claim to fame is he's a great defensive coach, but really, in all honesty, his team is really solid. The shutouts are proving it.
Yeah, they're just so well-rounded. I have just been so impressed with everything I've seen from them. And, of course, you and I are officers where we can see them working first thing in the morning during the summer and late in the afternoon as we go home. And they just work, and you can see the progress that's being made. Nice goal at the 29:55 mark by number 22. Was it 22 Nancy Jacoby?
Yes.
Yeah. So 3 different Cardinal players have scored against the program that has outscored the Cardinals 48-6 the last 3 years. Cardinals scored at the 41-35 mark, the 35-56 mark, and the 29-48 mark. So a good start by the Cardinals for sure. Going to be up here 3-0 as we head into the final 25 minutes of the first half.
And I don't know if they give assists in soccer. but that was a really nice pass. I think that was LeMay Fugel.
Yeah, they do, and I thought that was who it was, but I wasn't exactly sure about it. I guess I should have watched the great replay our guys have for us, but I haven't been paying attention to. We got a good viewpoint from here on top of the hill, folks, but I'm looking through old eyes. I don't know what Eddie's excuse is.
Blind eyes. Same result.
Jacksonville quickly kicks the ball out. The Cardinals were on the attack there for sure, threatening to score. I think Jacksonville has probably quickly realized this is not the same team we've been playing.
I think a lot of people realize that the second game of the season.
Yeah. Going to Angelina and winning on the road down there. But one thing about it, it's been a quiet day for Jamie Noriega, the Cardinal goalie. That's the kind of things you like to see if you're on the soccer field, that's for sure.
And
I guess officially it's a pitch.
Yes. But that poor young lady last year was I mean, she was getting blasted every game.
She was under assault.
Yes. So, and you could see the potential that she had, but there was not much defense, and that's one thing that Coach Elder's group has really helped her out with. I mean, you can see it right now, just the spacing. And that's one thing I learned early. There's a lot of similarities to soccer and basketball: spacing, passing angles, alleys to attack. I mean, those lanes to attack. There's a lot of similarities, and when you see a team like this that's spread out like they are, the spacing. I mean, that's what has allowed two of their goals to happen, was just that balanced look.
One thing we haven't mentioned today, Eddie, or I haven't mentioned, is the fact that we've got a nice crowd here today. And what I appreciate about the college is how well each of our teams support each other.
Yeah. When you see a group of Cardettes.
Here in mass, the entire squad looks like they're here today.
Well, the ones you can see from being covered up with umbrellas.
Well, yeah. I didn't say they were all just in the sun.
But we're starting to get a good following. Coach Elder's got a few friends here. Making their way down from Dallas, so we're starting to get some momentum built, and if we can find a way next week to pull one or both of those matches off, we're going to start getting some really good crowds, because Coach Elder's got something special going.
Easy save there by Noriega. I guess that was a penalty kick.
Yes.
I didn't see the flag, but they don't throw flags in soccer.
What we don't want to see is the yellow and red cards.
No. Certainly the red card. Oh, this is a chance for the Cardinals on the attack. Good save by the Jacksonville goalie. That was number 9 putting up the shot. Angelina Sade, leading scorer for the Cardinals on the season, as I mentioned earlier, with 6 goals. We'd like to wish our buddy Tim Howard a quick return to health after hurting a knee over the weekend. We'll leave it up to him to tell at the next time he's with us, Eddie, what happened.
I just think Tim's getting soft.
He climbed up this hill to do this game. Oops, little contact. Cardinals clearly in possession here, though. Kind of nice to be in control offensively and of the scoreboard at the same time. We've seen this done to the Cardinals many times last year.
I was just thinking about that. I mean, I want us to beat Tyler, but I really respect what Coach Rose has done over there, and the way he treated our program those first 3 years when we were trying to get things started. I mean, he had the best team in the country for 3 years in a row, and
absolutely
could have just blasted us big time and showed a lot of class in not doing that and embarrassing the kids.
Now, you see how often that the Jacksonville goalie and the Jacksonville defense is under siege, and it's just got to wear you out mentally.
Yes. It's just like basketball. You want to get a shot every now and then. When you don't get a shot, that
be kind of nice. But
yeah. This is the first time I've noticed it. We talk about building the program out, but you look at our benches right now, you notice we've got we've got people on the bench.
I remember that first season we had 9 or 8, whatever it was.
I do. And one of those was a 31-year-old lady, young lady with 2 children, just wanted to play.
Bless her heart. They were playing out behind the goal. We should mention that the Cardinal volleyball team, the 9th-ranked Cardinal volleyball team, is in Tyler tonight for a contest against TJC. That starts at 6 o'clock. You can find that on the YouTube channel, the Tyler Apache Athletic YouTube channel, and if you want to watch a little volleyball tonight after this one's over with. Cardinal football team will be on the road this coming Saturday going to Cisco for a 2 p.m. kickoff against the Wranglers, and you can find that one on the YouTube channel. Just look for TVCC Football, SHN Sports, and Joey Snowden and Marcus Dowell will have that one for you.
Volleyball had a great weekend out at Salt Lake.
They did. I thought that 3-1 record was really good against the teams they faced.
Yes. And to take out number 5 in a 3-0 boat race, I mean, it wasn't really a boat race, but 3-0 I take as a boat race, but the scores were close, but
shots just a little high.
When you go on the road and pull off a victory like that, that's a fantastic effort.
Absolutely. We have a momentary stoppage here.
We're taking a quick water break.
Water break. So if our guys in the control room, if you want to step away for a commercial, feel free to do so. We'll be back real soon. If not, we'll just...
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
it's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Water break. Cardinals up 3-0 over the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team that's defeated them in each of the last 5 meetings, outscoring them 48-6. We're very excited about this season. The Cardinals and Coach Jimmy Elder have got going and think it could be something historic by the time it's all over with, and it's already been off to a better than expected start. Well, not maybe expected, but a better than ever start would be a better way to describe it. I'm Benny Rogers, along with Eddie Cotter, athletic director here at the college, and Eddie, you had a little exciting news today that we talked about. We've let the public know in for sure. Of course, at the college, we've known about it for a couple of weeks, but you have named Sherrod Poteet, the head football coach, and Maria Wynn Ratliff, the head softball coach, as assistant athletic directors.
And we're trying to build some structure. When I became the athletic director, we just had 6 programs. We're working with 13 now, so the load's gotten a little bit bigger, and I'm confident those 2 can help alleviate some pressures.
Oh, I'm sure they can. You got a more irons in the fire, that's for sure.
Yes.
And we're back underway here at the pit. So the Cardinals' next home game, let me look that up here before you folks. It's going to be, boy, it's a long time away. Wednesday, October the 2nd, when Northeast pays a visit for 5 p.m. start. So the Cardinals will be on the road all of next week, playing at Tyler on Tuesday, and Corsicana against Navarro on Friday. 2 big, huge games against top 10 ranked teams.
We had a little bit of collision right there. It looks like a young lady from Jacksonville twisted an ankle.
Yeah, we'll have
And we got this little stoppage. I really want to tip my hat to the Cardinal Sports Network. I mean, they're a diverse group, able to cover everything. I mean, we're doing football, basketball, volleyball, rodeo, and now we're doing soccer. We're going to be doing softball. I mean, our group, you guys do a fantastic job.
Well, it's all on Miles and his technical crew and his camera people and everything. It's, you know, we just could sit out here and talk about what's going on, but they make it happen. They're the reasons that it happens the way it does. But this is our 16th season of the Cardinal Sports Network. I'm proud to have been here for each and every one of them, but this is our first season to do soccer, and this is really exciting. And last year was the first year to do football and, believe it or not, football and softball. So we got everything covered now. But the job that I think will always stand in my mind is the job they did year before last when they did that rodeo.
I'm going to say was during the COVID season when everything was just stacked on top of one.
Did you have to bring that season up, though? I've kind of just erased that from my mind, Eddie.
That was a nightmare semester when everything was going on at one time.
Gosh,
But you're right about the rodeo.
That was
just to know that it was streamed that first time straight to. It wasn't even streamed. It was aired live
TV,
on the Cowgirl channel. Last year it was put on the. It was streamed on the Cowboy channel.
Right.
But a month after we had it, we'd almost doubled the amount of hours watched from the previous season.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And the good news is we've talked to them. They're going to let us keep a couple of our commercials in there this coming rodeo, and because they know the product that we're putting together. Well, I'm not. The network is. They're doing a great job of researching what they need to cover and the angles they need to shoot. I mean, those guys, they really enjoy what they're doing, and we appreciate everything they do for our programs because nobody else in the country has a network like this.
And I know this year the Cardinals football season opener back in August a month ago. They haven't been at home in a month, but against Independence, that the numbers that night, Miles Pennington and I were talking about those, and they were through the roof for our first football season for any of our sports, for first night live viewing. And we're back to play here now after the injury timeout. Oh, nice job by the defender for Jacksonville.
Oh. Just a little too aggressive on the tackle there.
Yeah. Appreciate tackling much in soccer.
No.
You don't see a lot of it. Of course, I've rooted for some football teams before. You didn't see a lot of it either.
Kind of the Cowboys this past weekend.
Well, you could say that, I guess. Anyway, we're back to play here, and Jacksonville has possession. Well, they had possession, intercepted by Leah Castaneda. Pace on the attack. Oh, man, just narrowly missed the mark.
Another nice pass. All right, that's the thing that is the most improved area on our program from last year to this year is the passing. The patience to wait and set somebody up and make a timely pass.
And to know when and when not to anticipate somebody's about to break open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Got a little cool breeze that's found its way down the side of the Cardinal gym. I don't know where it came from, but keep it coming, folks. Out of whistle on the stoppage. Possession will stay with the Jaguars. Appreciate you joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network, and we realize, but where all our players come from all across the world, that we probably have people watching in the early morning hours, Eddie, the late night hours, the next day hours.
Yeah. You might need to learn a little French.
Oh, very little, very little. Pace with the shot. Oh, nice block.
So we'll come back with the corner shot.
And the Cardinals have executed a couple of those real nicely this year that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals haven't scored many goals. I mean, it's 8 in 3 games, matches, if you will. But the only number that counts is how many are in the win column and how many are in the L column. And right now they're way up in the win column. Corner kick. Well, the Jacksonville goalie had no use for that. Blocks it. Pace intercepts. Well, Pace really does go on the attack, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's a freshman out of England. Ooh, nice save. But the assist would have come from Angelina Sade had it stood and counted for as a goal, and now we have a Cardinals shaking up on the play, and that may be, no, that looks like number 22, Jacobo.
And another sign of where our program is headed, if you'll notice all these young ladies along the sidelines in the blue pennies are local soccer league kids from the youth league.
Oh, yeah, very important to get those young people involved like that. I know we've had basketball coaches that have done that through the years, too. It hadn't been ball boys and ball girls.
Yeah.
So.
But just having that community involvement is huge.
Yep, that's an investment that they're making in you and you make in them. Pass downfield, intercepted by the Cardinals. Prudent with the interception, passes it to Jacobo. Pace with the header, misses the mark. Real nice setup, though, by number 9 that time, Sade. And we're at the 16:36 mark and counting, and there may be some time added with the injury timeout that we had earlier.
A couple of weeks ago, Coach Elder had some pendulums set up on the sideline to help the young ladies with their heading. You can see the benefit of that.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine you, Eddie, being a former basketball coach, thinking you've won the game and the officials tell you they're going to add some more time at the end of the game like it happens in soccer sometimes.
That might not be a good thing.
No, I don't think that with you coaching it would have been. Well, I've known others fit in that category too, so I'll just leave it at that. Nice job by Jacksonville getting the ball out. That long pass on the Cardinals came from Gall. Ooh, nice steal by the Cardinals that time. It's number 5, Dakota Barnes with the steal. Oh, pass maybe. Pace did a good job to catch up to it, but she couldn't keep it in bounds. Possession will go to Jacksonville. Coming up on the 15-minute mark. Cardinals up 3-0. The goals have come at the 41-35 mark, the 35-56 mark, and the 29-48 mark. 3 different players have scored for the Cardinals. The last one was by Jacobo at the 29-48 mark. Cardinals now have 11 goals on the season. I mentioned 8 earlier, but I forgot to add these 3 to them, and these do count now. So the Breeze gets up here at the pit. Nice steal by the Jaguars. Nice putt by the guy on the 6th hole at Athens Country Club I can see sitting across the way. So everything's going good right now here in Athens. Especially that breeze is blowing.
Yeah. Just hoping it's get down in that pit a little bit. Flag is moving a little bit, so that's a good thing.
It's been still most of the match. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Cardinals. Battling that time was Maya Fugo. Pass goes to Pace. Pace goes to Castaneda. Castaneda loses her balance and falls to the floor. As defending across the way and keeping possession for the Cardinals was number 5, Dakota Barnes. Nice job by Dakota Barnes, number 5. A freshman out of Keller, Texas. Keller's the Indians, right? They are. I think that's her mascot.
You should know that.
Well, I know I should, but that's why I'm asking you. If I'm asking you, you know how shaky I am with what I believe.
I'm going to confirm.
I think they're the Keller Indians. Well, chance of the car. Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
We got a goal at the 13:25 mark. Is that Pace again? I guess we'll get the replay if I just be quiet and watch. I think it was Pace.
There was 3 or 4 of them right there together.
Yeah, it was hard to see.
I was really struggling while I was answering my text. So
He's got your undivided attention, folks.
multitasking.
It's 4-0 anyway,
Yes.
Cardinals. Here's the replay. No, I believe that was number 9.
No, that was Pace.
Was it Pace?
Yep.
Pace with the score. So that's her second goal of the contest to give the Cardinals a 4-0 lead, and it's going swell here in Athens for the Cardinals thus far this afternoon into the evening hours coming up.
I think Coach Elder's already made some subs right here. So
Yeah, it appears that he has, yes. That's good to get these ladies a look from the folks back home or across the globe. Eddie, I know your basketball teams that you coached, especially over at Panola there when you were there the 5 or 6 years you were there. You enjoyed bringing the international players over, and you had some great ones in your time there at Panola.
they play a different style.
Would you say there's any difference in the work ethic of the international players versus the American players? I mean, I'm not trying to get you to be critical of anybody. I'm just curious if there is.
The ones that make it over here have a really good work ethic. Just because it's a lifelong ambition to get over here and play. I mean, they don't have a college level. They play club ball over there, and it's not as structured as what we have.
Right.
They actually could spend some more time practicing over there because they don't have the rules that we have, but there's a lot better structure.
Well, it's a chance for them to make a life for themselves,
Yes.
too, over here, get a college education, and maybe stay over here if they so choose.
Yeah. I mean, the young lady that we talk about often from Belarus, I mean, she's played in 3 different countries that I know of since she graduated from Minnesota. So, yeah, it's different.
Well, it's the thing about junior colleges, Eddie, in America. They open doors with these kids.
Yes. And I kind of discovered, too, it's not just those international kids, the junior college kids that we have from the States, they get exposed to different perspectives because we grow up being able to play from 2nd grade in a lot of times. And they don't have that luxury over there, and they don't have the access when they get out of high school unless they get picked up by a club team. So junior college really opens up some doors for those international kids and the American kids also.
Well, I was thinking that as you were talking, the American kids too, because they have to learn how to communicate with their teammates, and it makes them better players and better people by learning that.
Yeah. Especially if you got everybody rowing the boat in the same direction. So.
Well, you had a couple of your Panola teams that did that quite well, I might add.
We tried.
There's one that we won't talk about. One score we won't talk about.
G would appreciate that.
No, he wouldn't. I think G's got his mind on other things right now, so he's probably not watching in today at us. There's a long shot, wide of the mark. That was number 12, Mia Naravias. That's who it was. 9:26 and counting here in the first half. Shot wide, total, I should say. And boy, Eddie, the pit with the ravine having been cleared out like this year, it's like a different place.
It's really cleaned up nicely.
And you know the golfers appreciate it because they can find their golf balls that are hit across the 4th hole, the 3rd hole there.
Well, there were quite a few when they came in motion with that machine that just got chewed up and spit out. Some that I don't think Chris Frederick could have even cleaned up.
Well, the Jacksonville goalie's got it nice, Eddie, in one regard. Yes, she's under attack, but she's got it in the shade now.
Yeah, but the drawback of that is she's got the second half in there.
Well, that's true. Kick is wide, and that one does go into the trees. Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network in our first season of Cardinal Soccer, our 16th season overall. It's been a nice ride that we've started on all those years ago, and it's taken us quite far places here, and we now have a Thank you for the water, by the way, young lady. One of the lady Cardinal basketball players bring us a little water. Whew, that's going to be nice. So, take it away, Eddie. But you did mention, though, that Jimmy does have quite a few reserves in right now.
Yes.
And that's good because you never know when you have to call on somebody.
And you definitely want to get experience at this time because we still got quite a few games, and you never know. It's just like basketball, football. You don't know when you're going to need your backups. And
these kids have worked just as hard as the other kids have, too.
And I'll be honest, talking with Jimmy, there's not a whole lot of drop-off. I asked him early on what his depth was like, and he's like, this is something I didn't even have in my previous school, and he won 3 in a row. So I know it's a different level than what he was playing before, but the fact that he's got better depth is a very good sign for his program and what could happen for the rest of the season.
Absolutely, and if this was on a different level, he'd have to be worried about the transfer portal.
Oh, goodness.
I think as you find, though, is once a kid gets here at the Valley, they don't want to go anywhere else because there's nowhere else quite like the Valley.
Well, the football program did have a young man turn down a nice little NIL deal a week before the season to stick around. So, we've got a history of kids improving their stock while they're with us. And
oh, we sure do. I mean, you just go up and down the line in each sport and find the kids who have done that. And that's what we're all about here. And our goal is to get them to the next level, whether it be academically or athletically.
Well, it needs to be both of them. That's a dual project right there, is improving the academics if they don't have great academics.
Absolutely, yeah. And the Cardinals are just killing some time here and toying with Jacksonville a little bit. We've seen a lot of this through the years.
I think they're really just trying to space things out to where they can get a better attack. Jacksonville's starting to just kind of pack it in the middle, take some angles away. They've gone into a defensive mode.
Well, it's just such a nice atmosphere here at the pit. It's late, not even fall yet, late summer afternoon, I guess officially. Long shot, no good, too tall. But the crowd that showed up, it gives it a little bit of atmosphere. And, of course, it's not like other sports where you have band playing and all that going on, but the action itself on the field will keep you entertained. And certainly in this brand of ball that the Cardinals are playing currently will get you entertained because there's always movement, they're always on the attack. They're playing defense.
Well, the music was here to start off the game. The band leader, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff did a great job.
That sounded great going across the pitch. I was on the other side, and it sounded so good.
Yeah, I was telling folks I went to school with Jeff at Malakoff High School for 4 years. Well, he was a year behind me, so I guess I went with him for 3 years. But I didn't have to go on a 5-year plan. But he was all-state all 4 years he was in high school. He got an opportunity to play in some reward honor bands at bowl games, college bowl games. And that's back before there were 85 bowl games. This is an editorial comment there. Nice steal by Prudent. It's an active game for the Cardinals this afternoon in the first half as we approach the 4-minute mark. We'll step away from you at halftime, a few commercial breaks, and then probably have the cameras on to let you enjoy what's going on the field, which will be nothing, quite honestly, at the halftime. That's my way of saying, Eddie, I gotta get something to drink. We're not going to be here, folks.
Yeah.
So if you're paying attention in the control room, Eddie and I are going to step away briefly at the halftime. Ball goes out of bounds off of Alexis Morris, young lady out of Midlothian, Texas. I know Midlothian's the Panthers. I know that, unless she went to the Midlothian Heritage, and they are the, oh my goodness, what are they? Folks, you're going to be quizzed on this when all this is over with, so get your pens out. Well, anyway, there's a Panther team in Midlothian. Prudent with the control for the Cardinals.
They're doing their best to really clog up the middle with us right now, so the spacing is still there, but Jacksonville's not biting like they were.
Well, the good thing about it is these kids are getting these same things they've been drilled on in a real game.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes them better. It makes you better as a team.
Yeah.
Oh, was it saved by the Cardinals? Oh! Both gave you the sound effect together. It's Grissom and Dominigas.
That was close.
It was. I guess Dominguez would be the proper pronunciation of her name. I apologize for that. Again, the Cardinals will be at home again Friday at 5 o'clock against Parrish. We'll have that game for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. I'm thinking Tim Howard's going to be back, which means relief for you folks from me.
I think that relief probably needs to be in mine.
Folks, don't be guaranteed that I will be here Friday. I'm playing golf that morning, and it's been about 6 months since I played golf.
Who's Malakoff playing this weekend?
They're at Grandview.
Oh, yes. You're not going to make that game?
No, I'm not going to make that game. I'm going to watch it.
Oh, handball.
Ooh, strong shot on goal. I guess it wasn't really officially a shot on goal, was it? But it was silence. All you heard was the wind blowing in Eddie's microphone over there.
Yeah.
We're learning together, folks. We're learning together. We're two old East Texas boys. Well, one of us is really old. Eddie's, I don't know, he's out there. He hopes to get there someday. Cardinals back in control.
I bet we push the pressure a little bit. Under a minute to go in the half.
Yep. Evelyn Mayala with the cross-court pass.
Cross pitch.
Well, okay, I know.
I bet there's probably a different term from that.
I'm just careful about certain words. Hear the wind picking up.
Close.
Through our mics. Less than 15 seconds left here in the first half, unless some time is added for an injury timeout that we had, but I'm not sure that it will be, but it's possible. I guess we'll all find out together here shortly in about 5 seconds. Nope, they're going to call that the half, and we are at halftime here at the pitch in Athens, Texas. Probably the 15-minute halftime coming up, folks, and the Cardinals owning a 4-0 lead. Have two scores by Ellie Pace today to lead the way. This is Benny Rogers and Eddie Kite on the Cardinal Sports Network. We're going to step away for a few minutes, and we'll be back just before we start the second half. Thanks for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network for Cardinal Soccer.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers. I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
pride myself in part of it.
To the clear. He punches it straight one. Straight one.
That was amazing.
Oh my God.
CC immediately just having dominant control here.
I wish I could tell you this life is easy, that you'll never know defeat. And every run you make will be perfect. But there's a difference between wanting something and making it happen. Passion, practice, these are the keys to success. If you want to lead this life.
From a work perspective, what am I most thankful for? I'm thankful for working with a great team. I'm thankful for working for a company that's faith-based, and I'm truly thankful to be able to take time to pray with my patients if they need it.
Having a good team to work with and a great, all my supplies are there. I got equipment if I need it, and help at a phone call away if I need that as well.
I've never had a time where I didn't feel like that I couldn't get what I needed to do my job.
We work together as a team here at Baylor, and I really appreciate that.
I'm thankful that I have the ability to work, the physical ability, the mental ability.
I think every day that I walk into the pharmacy, everybody greets me as soon as I walk in the door. And it's a small gesture, but it goes a long way and it starts your day off right.
I do feel like I'm fulfilling my calling, even if it's, you know, the last job that I have. I'm thankful for God leading me here to work. I feel like I am growing into a much better nurse, and I've been a nurse for a long time.
When I go home at the end of each shift, whether I had a bad day or a good day, I'm ready to come back to work the next morning. And I know a lot of nurses, unfortunately, don't get to feel that way about their job, but this is how we feel here, and it's not just me, it's everybody around me.
My team, they welcome me and respect me, my differences, my culture, and I don't feel isolated when I'm with them. They welcome my ideas, you know, they're always there for me.
We see people, a lot of brokenness, you know, physical, emotional, come through rehab, but just walking beside them in this and being able to help them get better, to see the outcomes of it is just, it's really rewarding.
I mean, I'm so grateful for Baylor, really. I love it here. Baylor's a very good place to work for. It's different.
I've worked at other larger hospitals and I would never go anywhere else.
I'm thankful for what I do. I'm thankful for the patients that we take care of. I'm thankful for my calling, my ministry. You know, is helping those who can't help themselves, being there for them. So I'm thankful for all that I can do for someone else who can't do for themselves.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott & White, the facility, the staff, Everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor Scott and White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor Scott and White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor Scott and White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor Scott and White Health, changing cancer care for life.
Schlotzsky's new Supreme 4 cheese white and meaty pizzas come covered in the finest toppings. But under those delicious toppings lies a made-from-scratch crust so good, you could go toppingless. Buy one pizza, get one free every Wednesday.
Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Prefer, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
it's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich.
Sometimes managing your health and keeping track of all the details can feel a little overwhelming. But UT Health East Texas Virtual Care makes it easy to stay connected with your health care. You can message your doctor, see test results, pay your bills on time, and even request on-demand video visits to be seen right away from the comfort of your own home. All through your smartphone, tablet, or computer, from virtually anywhere. Less stress, more living.
We want to know which Chicken Express side dish you gotta have with your hand-breaded golden crispy express tenders.
Gotta have a big helping of those golden fries.
My favorite side is the fried okra. Mine's the mashed potatoes. Fried okra. Mashed potatoes.
It's all about the Hush Puppies.
You can't go wrong with any of our delicious sides at Chicken Express. They're fresh, hot, and waiting for you after the game or anytime. We'll see you at Chicken Express.
Fried okra, mashed potatoes.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers. I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
And we are back at the pit here in Athens, Texas, where we're coming out of the intermission. And the Cardinals had this game comfortably in hand at 4-0 over the Jacksonville College Jaguars. Cardinals got 2 goals by Ellie Pace in the first half, one at the 35-56 mark and the other at the 13-25 mark. Then they kind of put it in cruise control a little bit there the last part of the first half and worked on some things, as Eddie Cott mentioned to us earlier. But folks, man, a real nice east breeze has gotten up here at the intermission, at the break, if you will, and it feels pretty good out here right now, Eddie.
It's pretty nice. It really is. We're getting some good shade from the golf course trees.
Yeah, what's to complain about?
We don't have anything to complain about. Jacksonville.
Well, on the other hand, there's 2 sides to every story. So, I was going to ask you, Eddie, when you have a lead like this, and yours will translate over to basketball, so I guess it maybe it'd be a 20-point lead or something like that, but 4-point lead in soccer versus basketball. But at halftime, how do you keep your team focused and remind them that the job's not finished and you got something to do?
I mean, you have to continue to encourage them to stay focused on the things that they were doing in the first half, and really that's an indicator of how disciplined your team is. If they're able to maintain the level of intensity and do those little things, because it can get sloppy real quick if you don't have a disciplined team. So really this comes back to what you do every day in practice, keeping people focused on the fundamentals, on the little details, and just keep driving those things home throughout the match.
Well, we're going to be underway here just momentarily, and looks like the first possession will belong to the Cardinals. They'll be going from right to left on your computer screen, and there we are underway. Cardinals have the ball in the offensive end of the field, the forward end of the field, if you will, throughout most of the first half, and that's what we've seen thus far, the first 3 games of the season, really, to be honest with you.
And we do a really good job on the defensive end when the other team does sneak out and get an attack.
Cardinals will be at home again Friday at 5 p.m. taking on Paris, another program we've yet to put into the lost column in our previous 3 seasons, so we'll be looking to do that Friday. And then next week is just a huge week, folks. H-U-G-E, all capital letters. They go to Tyler on Tuesday for a 5 p.m. match, and are in Corsicana on Friday for a 4:30 p.m. match against Navarro. Both teams always ranked in the top 10 and contending for a national championship, and have won some, actually.
Right now, Navarro's number 2 and Tyler's number 7.
There you go. So,
but you know, to us it's really huge. But in a rebuilding program like this, is a gauge of where you're at.
Well, it is. It is.
And Coach Elder will have a hard time keeping that thought process because he wants to win.
Oh, I know he does.
But there's some connections with him and the Tyler coach with their Midwestern background. So
it'll be fun. They'll be fun to watch anyway.
Yes.
And then the Cardinal volleyball team is playing tonight in Tyler, and then they'll be at home. They won't be at home again until next Saturday, the 28th of September, when Blinn comes for you're talking about a huge game now. We can call that one huge.
Yes.
And for a 2 p.m. start, and we'll have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network on Saturday, September the 28th. The previous night, on September the 27th, we will have the Cardinal football team taking on Air Force Prep in a 6:30 p.m. start at Bruce Field here in Athens. So we got a lot coming your way on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Hey, and here's a gauge of where we really are in the program. I was trying to get to the volleyball game, and right now, with a little over 4 minutes, I think that's Tyler 1, Angelina nothing.
Wow. And that's where we defeated Angelina by, right? With
yes.
1-0. So there you go.
And so next week's going to be interesting. Our soccer program hasn't had those exciting moments.
No, they haven't. And you can't force them upon them either. They will happen, though, folks. They will happen. Just take my word for it. What sport do you think, Eddie, is the lead safest at halftime if you're up by a dominant score? I mean, I guess it just depends on what the sport it is. But I mean, would you feel comfortable at 4-0 in a soccer match, theoretically?
If your defense is good, yes. It's kind of like a 25, 30-point game. Oh, goodness. 25, 30-point game in basketball. If your defense is solid, you ought to hold on to it.
Shot's too tall. I know when my team's up by in dominating fashion at halftime, I never feel safe. We've seen big leads blown before in the final quarter.
Yes. Especially the score down the road.
Nice job, Ernie. Miriam Muabu keeping that alive with the header. Pace on the attack. Pace with the, pass is stepped in front of by the Jacksonville player. Nice job there by that young lady. Volleyball match is going on. The first set is underway over in Tyler, and the Cardinals are up 3-1 early on in that first set. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you folks. Cardinal fans out there that are interested in both the soccer and the volleyball programs. Hope you're interested in all the programs. We got, like Eddie said, we got 13 now officially under the athletic department's umbrella, and that's a lot to keep up with, and that's why we talked about the promotions earlier. We talked about earlier this week with Coach Poteet and Coach Wynn Ratliff being named as assistant athletic directors.
We've got a lot of things going, and right now we've got these 3 programs in full swing. Next Friday, show team has been already helping out with a couple of shows, but they're heading to Tulsa for the state fair up there.
And rodeo's about to get started.
And
too.
rodeo starts next Friday at Panola.
Not to mention the cheer squad is always involved in something.
Yes, all 98 of them, and that's an awesome thing.
And he's not making that up either, folks. On the attack. Oh, just missed. Boy, she did a great job. Angelina Sahad Day. Sahad, I forget the last part always, but she did a nice job of going on the attack, Eddie, and took the shot, just missed it on the left side of the goal.
And then next Friday, the State Fair kicks off, and the Cardettes will be marching in the opening parade.
For like the 900th straight year or something like that.
So, a lot of big things happening next week. A lot of programs getting into the thick of it.
That may not seem like much opening the state fair like that, but that's a big honor they get each season doing that.
Yes, it is.
And no doubt it is. And we've got some great photos of them in downtown, at the state fairgrounds, from some of the great statues and monuments up there in the hallways here at the college. They carry those with the mini state of Texas.
Yes.
I'm glad we didn't have a camera on me. I was trying to show how they maneuver them and shake them back and forth, but I don't have quite the...
I can assure you Benny Rogers is not going to make a dance team.
No, that will not happen anytime ever. Well, Ellie Pace does a great job of getting her body in position to take shots. Oh my goodness, she was trying to find...
And a nice save by the Jacksonville goalie right there. That was even on the backside.
Yeah, Ellie was trying to find Nancy right in front of the net. Boy, that was just a near miss right there.
But her teammate was even farther back, and just she had a chance. And
now we'll have a corner kick.
Yes.
And these are where the Cardinals really have improved their game and have become really efficient at this, folks. And by efficient, I don't mean they've got just a ton of them, but if you have any, that's impressive.
It seems like every time they do one of these, there's a chance for a score. Looky there.
Nice job. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if the assist is going to go to Jacoby or going to go to Eddie Kite. But anyway, Ellie Pace finishes off. That's her third goal. She's got the hat trick.
I was about to say, do you have a hat trick?
A hat trick. I knew it was a hat trick.
That's in hockey. Is it in soccer? We're going to have to get confirmation on that one.
I'm declaring that it is. I don't care what you say, Eddie. That goal came at the 37-31 mark here of the second half, and the Cardinals are going up by a 5-0 count, and Ellie Pace has got herself, I'm calling it a hat trick. Now, it's surely the goodness, anything with 3 and it's a hat trick.
I'm going with you.
Okay. We'll go down together, but I'd rather be worrying about a hat trick for us than I had the opposing team. I wouldn't be near as enthused. I saved that time by...
I'm trying to talk Sarah into joining us, and she won't do it.
She won't do it? Well, the audience is lost, I can assure you. I think this will be the first time the ball is crossed mid-pitch by the Jaguars this half. Jamie, our goalie, looks very long. Oh, that he switched?
I think she switched.
She switched out. That will be Naomi Cueva as goalie. So I guess officially Jamie gets credit for another shutout because she's thrown 3 so far this season. Not thrown, but kind of crossed up the sports there, but has 3 shutouts to her credit, I should say. Here come the Cardinals.
Cross kick. There we go. Number 4. Ellie Pace's fourth goal.
I think that was number 9 there. We'll look at the replay. 36:03 mark. I think that was number. I think that was.
I think we'll see a running clock for the rest of this match.
It was either Pace number 7 or number 9, Angelina Sade. I think it was Sade number 9, but I won't. Yeah, it was definitely number. Let's see. Here we go, Eddie.
Oh, they gone super slow-mo on this replay.
Yep, it was a header from number 9, Sade. Oh, no. Did Pace get a piece of that?
Yep.
Okay, Pace got that one then, folks. That's number 7. Number 7. That was Ellie Pace, her 4th goal of the contest. Oh, my goodness. Let's play Jacksonville every week, she says.
In basketball, you call that a ball hog.
You would. With some of the basketball we've seen played around here, we do just fine. Shalonda Ennis will thank you. And
yeah. A number of them.
Yeah. Oh. Shalonte Allen, I guess, should get credit for that, being now the leading scorer with 52 points in the game against Panola, but not Panola, coached by Eddie Kite.
Thank you for clarifying.
How did he wind up as our athletic director? Somebody tell me. Oh, goodness, folks. You're having a lot of fun here at the pit on this Tuesday afternoon. We'll eventually give away to evening, and it's probably evening or early morning hours and some of our folks watching in this morning. We're glad you did join us here on the Cardinal Sports Network in our 16th season overall and first for Cardinal soccer.
So second penalty kick for Jacksonville.
Here's a shot, at least a shot anyway. Too tall. Nice, pretty nice shot though.
It was.
And the ball girl goes chasing up towards the golf course to retrieve the ball. And the Cardinal volleyball team is up 9-6 in the first set against Tyler, and Eddie's got a low battery.
I don't know that we're going to make it through this one.
I don't think so, not at 10%. But fortunately, the team is doing much better here than your phone is. Cardinals trying to go 4-0 on the season. Also 4-0 in conference play. More importantly, 4-0 in conference play.
One program we haven't mentioned is the esports program.
We have not, and James Jones has done a great job of that. Now, this has been his 4th year as well, right?
Yes,
yeah.
and they start at the end of this month too. They've got, I think he's got 8 different games that they're playing.
And last year, two teams made it to the semifinals, and one team made it to the finals, right?
Yes.
They lost a 5-hour match or something.
Oh, it was forever. It started at 9:30 and they ended up at 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not fun.
It was the best of 5 and it went 5.
Oh, yes. Every bit of 5. But he has done a good job with that.
And they have a fall and spring season, both seasons.
Correct.
Like soccer is playing in the fall, then they have an exhibition season that they can play in the spring, just like volleyball.
Yes.
Oh, nice move.
Ooh.
That was a really nice job by Jenny of getting herself in position to take a shot.
She's a strong physical kid. I think a lot of people get out of the way just not to get trucked.
I know I would. Really turned into a nice late afternoon here with that breeze getting it from the east. Temperatures probably dropped into the 80s by now. A little steamy right after we got started.
The way they just flipped the field was pretty impressive.
It was. Nice job by, I'll make sure I get it right, 20. Juliana Torres, who scored the first goal of the match at the 41-35 mark, stepping in the way of that pass. Will be Jacksonville's possession. Coming up on the 30-minute mark of the second half. Pass goes a little long out of bounds, and the ball will go to the Cardinals. Goalie Naomi Cueva will put her hands on the ball and put it into play. Oh, nice pass. 3/4 of the front forward part of the field.
Yeah, that's something that was a nice attack. Great speed on the recovery.
Oh. I love this style of play.
The one thing, you haven't seen offsides called. I don't know if you just noticed, just seeing everybody kind of slowed down to let the ball get past and get in a position where they could go get the ball. A lot of times, a teammate will kick a ball and they'll go chase it down and get offsides.
Sure, that's the mental aspect of the game.
That was well played. She knew her speed would recover for her.
All over the corner, it's going to go out of bounds, and possession will belong to Jacksonville.
You were talking about our 98, well, we both were our 98 cheerleaders. We have, one reason we have that many is we're actually going to have 3 different teams this year. Our usual large and small co-ed that competes in the NCAA in Daytona every year, but the NJCAA has an emerging sport competitive cheer, and we're going to have a group going to compete in that, and it's going to be much more like a basketball game kind of structure, where you go to different events and not just 1 2-minute your life depends on it event. I thought that was always so challenging for our cheer teams when you go on, you've got 2 days of a 2-minute drill and you got to be perfect on those 2 days.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing how that NJCAA part of it evolves as we move forward.
And then I've told our coaches and our president the same thing. Chris Franklin has been incredibly instrumental in the last 3.5 years of making that happen for not just our program, but for programs across the country, because there's a lot of junior colleges that don't send their teams to Daytona because it is a very expensive trip, and so this is going to a lot of kids that.
There she is again. Oh, it's blocked. No, that's not though.
Yeah,
that's not at the 27-29 mark.
Angelina Sade.
That's her 7th goal on the season. So the Cardinals just adding on now, folks. Up 7-0 here now with about 25 minutes left here in this one. Oh. Yeah, this is a lot more fun on this side of it, Eddie. Yeah. Just such sharp passing I've seen so far tonight, or this afternoon. Ball's out of bounds. We go over to Jacksonville. But Ellie Pace has had herself a nice afternoon. She's got 4 goals. For the Cardinals, we're trying to improve to 4-0 on the season and in conference play, and nice job by Naomi of coming out and retrieving the ball. Pace, here's a chance for Pace. Here's a chance for Pace. Oh. Well, look, set up perfectly there. Look, at she was looking for Sade to be there, and I don't know if she took the shot or if she just mistimed the pass, but it was a beautiful looking setup anyway. Jacksonville may be thinking it's time to get number 7 out of the game, and I believe she is going out of the game. What an afternoon's work it is for that young lady.
Yeah.
Know her folks back in England. Back in yeah,
you're right,
England. Yeah, are excited for the. What time would it be in England right now? Are they 6 hours ahead, thereabouts?
6 or 7.
Yeah. So it's early morning there, or right at midnight. We got to get some time zones for where these places, what time they are as far as in relation to Central Time Zone for future webcasts. Guess I'll make that a mission for myself. First set, Cardinals volleyball team up 22-11 over TJC. TJC's struggling a little bit this year, Eddie. They're 2-10.
It's 12:25 a.m.
It's 12:25 a.m. in England, thanks to Branson Blake back in the control room. So it is early morning hours there.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Good job by Jacksonville's defender of getting in the way. That would be number 8. Sorry, folks, I didn't have a program with me on Jacksonville today, so I'll do better next time. Oh, the sun's at a bad angle for us up here now, though. Boy, it's right in the side of our face. Poor guys, I know what you're thinking. Nobody's ever felt sorry for Benny or Eddie, not around this place.
I can assure you that.
23-42 and counting left in this one here from the pit. I just can't believe the transformation this place has seen in the year's time. Gosh.
And we have more plans planned.
Well, that's what you do with a plan.
Yeah. But yeah, we're working on get some things to continue to improve it, because this is a global sport, much more than some of our other programs. So
the soccer's come a long way in East Texas, because I remember back in the early 80s when I was on the Youth Sports Association over in Malakoff, we just added it to our list of programs back then, and it's come a long way in the golly, it's been 40 years now. Jeez.
And the same thing's happening in Maybank. They've had a strong youth program for a long time.
And over the last 10 to 15 years, we've seen more of the high schools add programs. In 20 years, I know Athens added a program back in the early 90s, and they do a great job with their program. And remember when Jason Lawless was the coach there, he took them deep into the playoffs a couple of times.
We're taking a quick water break.
Got a water break, so let's let the guys in the control room take a break and send us to a commercial, and we'll be back on the other side here on the Cardinal Sports Network for Cardinal Soccer.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott, and White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
Texas with about 21 minutes to go. The clock is running, folks. It's not going to stop the rest of the way, I don't think. And the Cardinals have got this one well in hand, up 7-0. The Cardinal volleyball team just took the first set against TJC, 25-16. And Eddie explained to me how foolish I looked, saying that there might be extra time added to the.
And you just threw yourself out there.
Well,
I did that off the air.
You did it off the air, but I own up to when I screw things up, and that's one I did. So if Eddie had listened to me, we wouldn't have the great mural in the Cardinal Gym foyer that we've got now. So I'm giving you credit for that on air, and that'll be the only time I ever say that to you on air. So anyway, we're back to play, thank goodness, and we're going to get out of here and out of your folks' way here shortly. I know you didn't come to listen to us anyway. You're just watching these athletes play and do a great job on the Cardinals' behalf. Ellie Pace has been the story for the Cardinals this afternoon. She's got 4 goals, folks. Young lady out of England.
I think right now we only have 1 starter on the field.
That looks right. Jenny, number 33. last name is pronounced Nagakum. I know how to say it, folks, but I was just fearful that I would screw it up if I tried to say it in a hurry. But I call her Jenny. We're on a first name basis.
You can't get that East Texas accent out of that.
I know. Having fun leading 7-0. You can get away with humor, Eddie, as bad as it is.
Yeah.
Next time we'll have Cardinal soccer for you folks. You don't have long to wait. It'll be this Friday at 5 p.m. when Paris comes to town. Cardinals look like they're going to extend their record to 4-0 in this one. Be looking for that win number 5 next week. Here's a shot. Chance.
Oh,
good job by the goalie. Young ladies, she's done quite well as long as she's been under siege this afternoon.
Yes.
I know 7 goals does not sound like it, folks, but it could have been a lot worse. And I like the way Jimmy is playing a lot of folks here this late in the first half and here in the game. Oh,
and it's in there.
It's going to count. That sure is going to count at the 1854 mark. It's going to be number...
I believe it was number 9.
No, I think it was... Number 5. I believe it was number 5, Eddie. Dakota Barnes was.
There you go.
Well, I believe it was. That's who I'm going to credit with unless I see the replay that shows differently. So the Cardinals with an 8 count up on the board, Eddie.
I'm not really sure how to respond to this because it's not something we're used to.
This would be the largest win in program history. It's always nice to say something's the first in program history, as long as you're not too deep into your history.
Yeah.
This is the 4th year of this program. Oh, there's a shot wide open. Number 23, Esvede Fabilia. That was just a gimme goal there, Ed.
Yes, it was. I think goalkeeper is, I think she's finally gassed a little bit.
I think she's Roberta Duran in her right now. No moss, no moss. Well, we've been on the other side of it, so we appreciate the young ladies from Jacksonville's effort and they're giving today. And it's just not always easy sometimes when you're actually outmanned. But they are trying hard and doing the best they can. Jacksonville's had some nice seasons in soccer down the last 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
I mean, but when you're playing in a league that's got Tyler and Navarro in it, it's not always recognized.
Right. They've gone through a coaching change also, so.
Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. That's way wide, Eddie. That's us that's over there. They're the sticker burgers. There are some over there too. That's not really a joke.
Yeah. We're trying to fix those things.
Well, I know you are. You had to get the playing field ready first.
Yeah.
I give you credit there.
There was definitely some priorities there.
Yeah, the Jacksonville goalie will sleep well tonight, I'm sure.
Yes.
That sun's right in her face now, folks. It's not easy to play it when the sun's at that angle, too. When you've been standing out in it all day. Not all day, in the afternoon. Working on some of that spacing Eddie talks about here. Just some nice passing going on, though. $15.40 left in this one.
More subs for the Cardinals.
Number 6 coming in for the Cardinals, I believe, Brisa Dominguez. Why the I'm getting that name's giving me so much trouble. Must be the sun. It's got to be something, Eddie. Not that I'm tired, anything like that. Back to play. Oh, nice tight pass in there. Oh, nice job.
Oh, nice defense.
Boy, it was. Ava Natu, though, did a great job of breaking down the field and picking up the pass, and it looked like she was going to have a chance to attack, but like you mentioned, Jacksonville did a great job of defending. The ball will go out of bounds, and it will set up a corner kick. See how the Cardinals play this one. Pretty nice angle. Oh. Oh, well, the goalie, I think, got a face full of kick. Bless her heart. I thought she got kicked in the face. She did. She's going to be down on that one. Ooh. Goodness. Oh, man, that makes me hurt. She may need some relief.
Yeah, here comes athletic trainer. Take a look at her.
Clock's going to continue to run. They've already decided that. Because one of us has learned today that time's not added to the end of the match. I remember in the movie Sandlot, where that young man that had moved out to the neighborhood, into the neighborhood. Things I've learned today. You have to chart who Baby Ruth was. It's kind of what I feel like today, folks. But bear with me. I'm going to pick it up. Chance for the Cardinals. Oh, nice job by Jacksonville intercepting taking control of the pass, I should say, not intercepting. Mentioned the Cardinal volleyball team won the first set over in Tyler, 25-16. Thanks to Mr. Donnie Morrison for sending that score along as Eddie's phone gave out.
Yeah. Hey. Modern tech.
There you go, Branson. Branson on top of it back in the control room, folks.
He's good.
Cardinals up 7-4 in the second set. Thank you, Branson.
Oh, looky there. Dude is good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cardinal Sports Network's on top of it, folks. Branson's even been known to put the game going on in progress when the men's basketball team is playing out of town and the women are home up on the big video board. So we do all kind of things here. Just proves to you that every now and then a blind squirrel finds an acre. So.
Oh, no. Bad turnover.
Oh.
Nice. Get back up and get it.
Oh, she's got this one. 13. Natu. Number 13 at the 11:27 mark. Well, goodness, folks. The Cardinals are just not running it up, but they're having their way right now in this game on the scoreboard, leading by a count of 10 to nothing. Jeez. So, remember, this is a historic day from the standpoint of the most goals ever scored by a Cardinal team, but they certainly are not going to settle for this being the most by the time they continue to add to their program. So enjoy these days, Eddie, and move on to the next one, don't you?
Yep, just get ready for Paris on Friday.
Yep. When this one's over, it's over, and the next one counts the most.
You got a highlight today, too. Seeing a Cardinal legend come in.
I did. Danny Hughes was on campus today, folks, and those of you who've been around these parts know what a high school player Danny was at Crossroads High School. 4-year varsity starter, all-state player. Played here for 2 years for Coach Leon Spencer. And then went on to play at TCU, and then he's been a successful men's and women's basketball coach in his coaching career. He actually came back and coached with Coach Spencer a couple, 2 or 3 seasons there. and in the mid early 2000s. How do you say that? 2005, 2006. I guess the first 10 years of the
early 2000s.
There you go. Thank you, Eddie. You always give me an escape route. I don't always trust it, but I will this one. So
it was good seeing Danny Frank on campus.
It was. Danny's out of coaching right now, kind of considering his next move, but I kind of think he likes this, not coaching for a while too.
Yeah.
Playing golf when he wants to. 9:35 left in the contest. Oh, nice pass. Some bumping going on. Got a whistle stopping action. It was a very nice pass, though. Of course, the Cardinal football team will be on the road Saturday going to Cisco for a 2 p.m. kick. They had a tough loss in overtime this past Saturday to Tyler, losing 14-7. Just didn't put in enough points on the board, obviously, but had a lot of offense, but just didn't put enough scoring on the board, and try to bounce back out at Cisco, which has been a pretty favorable spot for the Cardinals to bounce back through the years when they've needed it. And you can watch that game on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Just type in TVCC football versus Cisco or something like that. It'll come up for you. The link won't be up until Saturday, about 2 hours before game time. Well, just right on cue, as I didn't see him in the sun, but Sherrod Poteet, our head football coach and now assistant athletic director, that means we can I get the deal is you get Coach Wynn Ratliff and Coach Poteet as assistant athletic directors, you can pass the blame to somebody else now. I see how this works.
You know that's not how it works.
No,
so.
Poe, don't fall into that trap, Poe. But Coach, what do you think about going into this week's game against Cisco? I know it's a hard loss over in Tyler, but how quickly were the kids able to put it behind them?
Well, I think if we would have scored as many points as our girls have so far in soccer in regulation, we would have been feeling really good this week.
You've been in good shape. It's been a fun afternoon out here, though, hasn't it, at the pit? Watching
it's awesome getting to see them get out here, run around, and kick a lot of goals here.
Now all Eddie's got to do is get us an on-campus football stadium, and then we'll be set to go.
We will be. Tell you what, now, we had a good day of practice today, just bouncing back. Obviously, we played well.
Another goal.
Another goal is going to come at the 7:17 mark, and was that an excuse me goal? Is she 7:17? Number 19 on the goal there, Eddie. That's going to be Jahidra Torres with the score. It almost looks like she's apologizing for scoring. I think either that or she thought that the goalie was hurt. But what about Cisco, though, Poe?
Tell you what, I think we had a good day today. Just kind of got off the practice.
Oh, that was off there. That was an on goal. One of their kids kicked it in.
Oh, well.
But Cisco's played one game. They've played Coffeyville out of the Jayhawk League and lost that game. And so we've got pretty much that one film, to kind of study on, and then our film from last year. They're doing the same stuff, same defensive coordinator, which is now the head coach, which I think, we kind of handled them well last year. But, we've got to show up. It's each week. This past Saturday at Tyler, we moved the ball and gained a lot of yards from the 20 to the 20. But when we got inside there into the red zone, we didn't put the points on the board. So we're going to have to make sure we take care of that this week.
Well, and Cisco's kind of facing then what you guys face, not a lot of action 4 weeks deep into the season.
It's kind of a weird season. We had a game early on and had 2 weeks off, and it's kind of like you're coming off of fall camp again going into your second game. And they've had a game and then a couple of scrimmages, so they haven't played in a few weeks either.
But you're about to play 2 games in less than a week's time, too, with Air Force Prep coming here a week from this Friday.
Don't count those chickens yet there, Benny. We got to take care of Cisco.
Well, I understand that, but you're going to play 2 games no matter what happens against Cisco.
Yeah, we've got 8 in a row. So playing a game, 2 weeks off, then we got 8 straight. So 7 ahead of us now.
Yeah. Of course, the Cardinals are ranked 10th this weekend in the NJCAA poll and looking to work their way back up. But it's like Poe is indicating, it's just one game at a time, just get better each week and take care of business. How did you do injury-wise against Tyler?
But just a couple. We don't, not a lot, but I think we came out pretty good. Just a couple of guys, so we'll be good heading into this week.
On a really positive note, though, your defense was pretty strong. You gave up less than 200 total yards, and really half of that was on 2 plays.
Yeah, we gave up a Hail Mary and gave up a reverse. It was the only 2 plays that they even did anything offensively. So our defense played very well, a lot. They played a lot of snaps and they played very well. I mean, there was a lot of 3 and outs and a lot of just getting off the field. And you kind of go back and watch the film, and we moved the ball up and down the field. We ran the ball really well on them up and down the field, and then just 3 botched field goals and a interception on the 1-yard line.
I thought they really had 3 plays that really, like I'm a football coach or something, but there were 3 plays that, the 2 plays that you mentioned about them, the reverse and the Hail Mary, but the opening series where they snapped the ball over the head and we just could not get to him in time, and he ends up, was a 50-yard punt out of it?
Yeah, it's, you go back, you either have block on or you have return on, and our guys are set up a return and the ball was snapped over their head.
Cardinal volleyball team up 16-11 in the second set, up 1-0 in the match. We are just coming up on the 3.5-minute mark here, and this one will be done. The Cardinals are going to safely take as of right now, they've got an 11-0 lead, as you can see on your screen, but it will be the most points ever scored in a match by a Cardinal soccer team. Going to go to 4-0 on the young season, 4-0 in conference play, have Paris at home on Friday, so everything's setting up for a decent first quarter of the season start for Jimmy Elder and the Cardinals soccer team. Maybe, just maybe, eventually they'll catch the eye of the voters across the nation and the NJCAA poll and set up first there too.
Selfishly, I'm just glad they're not playing on a Friday night. I get to come over here and watch them play. They're scoring a lot of goals because Friday nights we spend a lot of time watching football games.
You kind of got a priority on that Friday night.
And his son did quite well last Friday night too in Malakoff's win too.
But neither one of us at this table are have anything in there. We're not partisan or anything.
No, not at all. We're just happy that things are going well. But his youngest son Parker is doing quite well for the Malakoff. I know a lot of you are not familiar with Malakoff football and really don't care about Malakoff football other than Poe and myself and Eddie occasionally. But they won state last year, folks. We'll just mention that every chance we get. So,
these girls are doing awesome today.
They are, and their focus and attention should be on them. And this programming has come a long way in a few months. And the nice thing about it is, Poe, Eddie, and I were talking. You look down the roster, and there's 24 freshmen on this roster. A lot of times it's nice to have those kids with FR beside their name back the next year.
If you like them.
We were also joking that if this was NCAA football, half of them would be in the transfer portal.
That's right.
At the end of the season.
Hey, as good as Coach Elder's got this field looking, I wonder if he'd mind if we came out and worked on my short game, chipping and putting and things I hear or not.
And not if he's ever seen either of us chip or putt. Or Eddie included. Well, you can tell folks we're running out of time. Not a second too fast either. So we're coming up on the 1:20 mark and counting. Clock's run most of this second half. The Cardinals are up comfortably 10-0. They'll be at home Friday, as we mentioned, taking on Paris at 5 p.m. We'll have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Wish our buddy Tim Howard back. He's supposed to be back with us Friday. Tim hurt his knee badly over the weekend, so we're letting him recover today. Or he just wants a little sympathy, one or the other. I don't know.
I think he got so wrapped up in the rodeo the last couple of years, he's trying his hand at it.
We miss Tim. He's a good guy and an excellent broadcaster. Cardinals on the attack one last time. One last save for she's worked today. I mean, I know it may not look like it when you look at the final score, but that young lady has worked in goal. She's been the focal point of the Cardinal attack. Cardinal football team will be on the road Saturday, like I mentioned, taking on Cisco at 2 p.m. They'll be at home next Friday night week taking on the Air Force Prep in a 6:30 p.m. kickoff at Bruce Field. I hope you'll join us then. We'll have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. We'd rather have you in a seat out at Bruce Field. And the first home crowd poll was just outstanding. My gosh, the attendance that night was great.
It was, and it was good to go ahead and get a win pulled out in front of our Athens community, and they came out in full force.
Well, that's going to do it, folks. Poe, we thank you for joining us for these last few minutes of the match. The Cardinals winning by a count of 10-0 to run their record to 4-0 on the season, 4-0 in conference play. Jacksonville falls to 1-6-1 and 0-3 in conference play. Our next webcast will be Friday at roughly 4:45 p.m. when the Cardinals take on Paris in a 5 p.m. start. So for Eddie Cott and the entire talented Cardinal Sports Network crew, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good afternoon, good night, good morning, whatever the case may be, wherever you're watching from the pit in Athens, Texas. Thanks for joining us, folks.